What's going on, everybody? What's going on? After this Super Bowl, we had to come up here and talk on another episode of RCSS. That's right, baby. The Ray Cooper Sports Show coming to you, baby. So let's get to this thing, y'all. Y'all know how we like to do. Super Bowl. It was Super Bowl. And man, I cannot lie, guys. I'm going to say one of the best games I've seen. One of the best games I've seen. I was impressed all the way around. I mean, the Eagles looked great. Kansas City looked great. And this year, I feel like as a fan of football, we weren't let down. This is a good game. I think also this is going to be a rivalry for years to come. Once again, history was made, guys. 2 black quarterbacks. Huge. I was amazed by that anyway. But it's huge. So we're going to celebrate that real quick. All right. I gotta say, I was going thinking that the Eagles was going to pull this off. I thought this was a game that the Eagles could find a way to win at the end. Never can count out Patrick Mahomes. He played great. But I just felt like earlier this week, there was a possibility the Eagles could pull this off. I will say this. There's no more controversy when it comes to Jalen Hurts now. He's done his job. He shouldn't have to ever look over his shoulder again as far as wondering if he's the QB1. People can no longer question him on if he as good as he seems, because he is. Both of those quarterbacks are tremendous, young, athletic, smart, bombers. I mean, they throwing that ball. Patrick Mahomes, 21 of 27 for 182 yards, 3 touchdowns, rushed for 44 yards on 6 carries. That's amazing numbers. No sacks. No fumbles. No interceptions. Granted, he missed a couple passes, but that's dang near a perfect game. That's dang near a perfect game right there. And I know people you want to see quarterbacks now throw 200, 300, really that 300-yard area every game now. People are so used to quarterbacks coming out there have been able to bomb that ball, and you're used to seeing those 300-yard type games, and at this moment, that wasn't needed. That wasn't needed. They played all around good football, but Patrick did what he needed to do. Mahomes did everything he needed to do. He took his time, patient, great decisions, still creating plays. And people can say, oh, you thinking that his ankle was hurt? It was hurting. And he played a heck of a game on a high sprained ankle, man. Everybody was wondering, was he going to be able to play this game, or the Eagles defense going to take him out the way they took out the 49ers quarterback? Now, that offensive line did an amazing job. Amazing job. I didn't expect them to be able to keep Mahomes from getting sacked like that. Like, he took no sacks. And that was the more impressive part of me, because I'm thinking, man, you guys can't get back there one time they hit him with the ball in his hand? Couldn't do it. He found a way. And the most amazing run he had was that when he took off, did his couple little moves through there and put his team in position to win. Put his team in position to win. Win. Jalen Hurts, great game. Great game. 27 for 38. All right, for 304 yards. One passing touchdown, 15 carries for 70 yards. And he had to run that ball the way he did. When you have games this close, it takes one mistake. When you have teams this good, one mistake is what separates the win from the loss. That fumble that Jalen had is what made the difference to me in this game. I mean, Philly came out, in my eyes, and I felt they were putting the hurting on them at first. To me, if it wasn't for that fumble and him running that ball back for a touchdown, I don't think this game would have turned out to be where the Chiefs win. If I'm not mistaken, I want to say his name was Nick Bolton. I mean, he made a heck of a play at the right time. This is the right time to make a play. This is where, once again, that experience of having a coach that's been there is installing these into the players. Hey, it just takes that one time. You never know when your play is going to happen. And it happened. That play, to me, is what changed the game. Because that second half, when Philly defense came out, Kansas City defense came out, Philly offense came out, Kansas City offense came out, Philly didn't look the same to me. Not defensively. I felt defensively, they didn't have that same edge they had last week. Not last week, I'm sorry. A couple weeks before him where they beat the 49ers. They didn't have that same edge. And it showed. It showed. I mean, that second half was just a Mahomes show. I mean, that Chiefs offense just took over and said, hey, we are going to win this game. The receiving yards for Kansas City. Travis Kelce, 6 receptions, 81 yards, 1 touchdown. And what Travis did in this game was to keep them afloat that first half. And he did it. He made major plays. Juju Smith, to me, in the second half, is where he played. Juju started getting open. And to me, I feel like that's the difference between the Juju and the Cheetah, Tyreek Hill. I think he's awesome. But he's smaller in frame than the Juju Smith-Schuster. Juju Smith could be one of the, to me, could be, if he worked. Maybe Rihanna should have gave him an influence with that one. But you have to put in that work. And to me this year, I'm, like I said, a Steelers fan. When he was with us, I didn't see the work that he did this year with Kansas City with us. He showed up today. And if you can get Juju to show up, he can play. He's not sorry at all. He's awesome. Philly, reception-wise. Yeah, Smith with 100 yards. No touchdowns, though. Brown, 6 receptions, 96 yards. No touchdowns, though. Goddard, 6 receptions, 60 yards. No touchdown, though. And to me, this is where Jalen and that offense needed just a little bit more from their stars. They needed a little bit more from Smith. You needed a little bit more from Brown. I feel like if they could at least got in the end zone with their receivers just maybe one or two times, that hunger would have gotten those receivers, because receivers like to dance. They want to get in that end zone, do that dance, and that kind of pumps them up to get in there again and do it again. And that didn't happen for them. You had Jalen just getting back there off those, like literally running right into it, getting touchdowns, putting the team on his back. He was just putting the team on his back. He did have one passing touchdown, but for the most part, Jalen was amazing. That's all I can say. If it wasn't for that fumble, I feel like Jalen, he broke some records yesterday, but he would have definitely made even more history as far as the way he ran that ball. And it wasn't just running. 300 yards isn't just running when you're passing for that. You're passing for 300 yards. So it's not just running the whole time. To see that guy look like he said, I want to win. My bad for that mistake, man. That fumble, man, it cost us. That's the only thing I feel like that's separated. Rushing wise was another big deal to me. I don't think Sanders showed up at all today. Miles Sanders didn't show up at all. When I said today, I meant yesterday, Sunday. Today's Monday morning, guys. Happy Monday morning. But Miles didn't show up. 7 carries, 16 yards. That's not going to do anything. Not going to do a thing. But one thing for sure, Pacheco played different that second half. 15 carries, 76 yards. You still had McKinnon, 6 carries, 44 yards. You have to find a way to separate yourself in these games. You have to. How can I separate myself from a tight team? They're dang near just like them. It's just like you get in, you have a brother or a sister, and you guys are identical twins. Dang! What separates you? If you walk in there, everybody just think, oh, this is Marcus and Mike. Which one's Marcus? Which one's Mike? I can't tell. Mike may get a little line right here in his haircut. Marcus didn't get the line, but you did something different to make it where you can separate yourself. And today, yesterday, the Chiefs came out and they put that line on their hair. We will win. We will find a way to separate from you guys. Andy Reid did an awesome job. Philly coach did an awesome job. But Andy Reid has been here. This isn't new for Andy. Andy stayed patient, stayed calm. I don't really think I ever seen Andy worried, like mad worried. I mean, if he does have any frustration, he does a great job hiding it. Because that was great. I was proud of what they did. I was proud of seeing that football game all around. I do think if Philly would have won, that celebration would have been even crazier. Because I was looking forward to Kevin Hart cutting up. I can't lie to you. I was looking forward to it. I knew if Philly won that Super Bowl, here comes Kevin at any moment, but it didn't get to happen. And I feel like that didn't happen because of that defense. That Philly defense, no sacks. Not one. All you guys needed to take a break. And speaking of taking a break, We got to play this. Coming again with that 12-14 music, baby. We have to play this. Ray Cooper, 1214, Tuck 1214. Great music from 1214 music. Here we go, baby. Jackpots. Let's check this out. Jackpot. Jackpot.
Yeah.
You gon' make a young man
Yeah.
cause you're all I say. Let's go, baby. Hey! Good morning, everybody. Let's make this a beautiful Monday. You made for me. Jackpot, jackpot. I start tripping, hey. To say, but I know you made my day. Caught the butterfly when you smiled and told me, hey, ain't let her get away. That girl, they gon' be my babe. Don't look to fade away. They don't wanna play. Yo, make the kill every day. I ain't like the slave, but go ahead and slay. Yeah, ain't no chasing, babe. You something they gotta change. And heaven says you stand when uncles go to sleep and still be gorgeous. You ain't just a powder face, and that's a privilege that you shouldn't take for granted, babe. Yeah, I just gotta say, Let's go. Oh yeah, baby. Welcome, y'all. Monday morning. Let's get it going. I want everybody to have an amazing day. I hope your day feels like you just hit the jackpot. You one in a million, you one in.
I know they can see it, don't care.
That's right.
You got my attention, cause you on my mind.
Want you all the time, yeah.
You give me feelings that I can't replace. No matter if I'm with you or when you away. All I know when I'm with you, everything be okay.
Cause you're my special thing.
For you, I give you all of me. And all I need is one thing.
I got loyalty and honesty, and I know just what you need. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Let me take you to some places where I know they can't find us. Baby, let your hair down, let me treat you to the finest.
Cause you're the finest, yeah.
I can see you
Rolling with me. And everything about you is so lovely. I can never forget about you. You're made for me. Any day that I'm with you, I hit the lottery. Jackpot, jackpot. 12-14 music, baby. Now, since we have taken that music break, which was so loved and appreciated by Ray Cooper 1214, Tuck 1214, I love it. Now back to the subject at hand. Kansas City defense was way better yesterday than Philly's defense. Like I said, Philly had 1 tackle for loss. Kansas City, 2 sacks, 5 tackles for loss, fumble return for a touchdown, done by Nick Bolton. Had a heck of a play. I know when you see someone as talented, as driven as Jalen Hurts, and you're on that defense, you know it's not a lot of mistakes he's going to make. The guy's so strategic. So when you get that mistake and you get it at a perfect time, once again, that was the difference maker to me. You get it and it gets your team amped up. Not only did you get it, you ran it back for a touchdown. That pumps up your team. It gets them going. They start getting some tenacity behind them. Some of those nerves start coming out into the game and saying, hey, these aren't nerves. This is an adrenaline rush. And you got it. I was impressed. Now, there's the one thing that everyone talks about, and I've heard my Philly fans. I have friends that are Philly fans. I understand that call last night, it was too close to the end of the game for that type of call. I can get it. But first of all, that player's come out and he's admitted he did it. He thought he'd get away with it. Second, when you look at it, okay, you can't just look at when he put his hand around because he didn't really do too much then. But right at the end, he does a little quick tug of the jersey. Now, I know you Philly fans may feel that wasn't enough to be called. But when you're running the route and you have someone just a pinch of a pull of my jersey can slow me down. That may have been that point tenths of a seconds here and there that made me miss my pass that was thrown to me. It didn't have to be as big and bad as we may used to see with holding calls. But he held. When I first looked at it, I was thinking to myself, hey, I was watching the game and it's live. Man, that call didn't have to be made. But when I went back and looked, he pinched it. Beep. Just a little pinch of a hold of the jersey. You can't do that. And it's a big time game. It's a clutch moment right now. At this moment, you can't, once again, make any mistakes. One mistake between these type of games makes the difference. But I will say, what an amazing game. Congratulations to Patrick Mahomes, because I will say, not only did you win the Super Bowl MVP, you won the regular season, and the way you play and show determination, grit, and a winning mindset, you deserved it. You deserved it. We had to give you that. Okay, you deserve that, Patrick Mahomes. I want to make sure you get some appreciation about what you done. Because you did it. To have, a lot of people want to play with that ankle. And that thing did get hit. And in my head, I'm thinking, you know what? Philly they just gonna put the pressure on the ankle now. Once I seen that, I thought, man, Philly's gonna make him run all day. And if he runs that football, we have to go with those legs. But that doggone Patrick, he'll find a way to get that ball off the very last second. He's a person who knows how to create space like that and get his receivers open, tight ends open, and make those plays. I can guarantee, I would love to have seen him play basketball. I know he probably was a great point guard. He had to be. Like, that guy was probably great all around, and to even knowing that he played baseball, the dude was amazing. The dude's an amazing athlete. And I think we have to not forget how amazing he actually is. I will also say, Philly, don't stay down. Jalen, this is your second year in the NFL, man. Let's give you some props. All right? That's right. That's right. You guys don't keep your head down. You lost. It's okay. This is your second year, Jalen. And you had an incredible season, man. Incredible season. I know that you wanted it. We know that Philly area wanted it again. They wanted that they wanted to feel that Super Bowl back in Philly. But both of you guys have been having amazing teams for the last, I'll say at least 6-7 years. You guys have been tough, man. Both. And now I think it's a time where we will see you guys duel again for a Super Bowl. Because it was doggone good. Mahomes, being as legendary as you are, my mans, and in your division, you better make sure that you guys come out and get there and play as hard to get there every year. Because you are making yourself to where you can potentially become the new GOAT of football when you're said and done, man. You got a lot left. I mean, a lot left. And you're looking good, man. Doing what you do. Travis Kelce, I want to give you a little bit of love. Pachinko, I want to give you some. And Nick Bolton, I want to give you some. Because you guys were the difference makers to Kansas City winning that game. And got to add your juju. I got to add your juju. I wish you would have done some of that stuff you did out there for us that way, but we didn't have Mahomes. My homeboy can throw that ball. But you guys were the difference makers. You guys were the elements that Mahomes needed to crank it, to feel secured in winning. You bought the best out of him, and he bought the best out of y'all. To hear you guys even say in your reports, we knew we didn't play our best football. And you turned around and put it on that second half. Awesome. Awesome mindset. Awesome way to do things. You did it. Smith, Brown, I hope you guys don't leave Jalen, man. One thing that can happen is money can mess things up. Everybody wants that check, and I get it. They want the dollar. I get it. But you guys should stay together. Keep that dynamic duo going. Well, you got that duo with your guy Jalen. He's a great leader. All right. Great game, guys. Great game. I can't wait till next season of football now. We've had an awesome one this year. I'm hoping Odell Beckham gets out there for somebody. We need the players to play. I wish Tom was pulling another one. It was definitely interesting. The last couple of years we haven't seen Tom there. But I will say, Tom, if you're looking to pass the torch, you have some great players to leave that torch to, man. And I'm excited, guys. I thank you all. I know you guys had a great Super Bowl party. Even if it was just watching it by yourself, you can have a party by yourself. I'm glad everybody that had a good time. You guys stayed safe. Okay? And once again, we'd love to have you here at RCSS. This has been another episode of the Ray Cooper Sports Show. See you guys soon.